Top morning, ladies. Welcome back to part 2 of What If Dekku, who had the powers of S.H.I.E.L.D. So, where we left off, all for one, it was said that you won't be living to see it happen. As all for one shoots a beam of light. He, kind of like that attack. But it's like a living laser. As Zuko was nearby, or close. As he had, so when Zuko came in, or he ran right up, as he took the hit instead. But instead of sending him flying, and as All for One, or as All Might was afraid for his life, because that same attack killed his master before. So, but then he looks at his hand. I'm still alive? As he looks up, he in shock. As he's, yeah. Here, hold on. Oh. Locked. As the kid right in front of him, as All for One, as All Might sees a kid and teenager absorbing the hit, or taking the hit. And as he walks up, or he's pushing it back, as he's like, what? How is that possible? As All for One's, when the smoke cleared, as All Might was shocked, what? How has this kid survived? Yeah, I'm gonna save that one so that it makes it easier for me to. Even All for One was shocked. Or when the smoke cleared, All for One. Here, let me do All for One. As when the smoke cleared, Zuko was the standing one. As All for One, behind his mask, he says out loud, "You must be Zuko Midoriya, or Dekku who S.H.I.E.L.D., aren't you?" I heard more. You're the one that I've been looking for. And nice to meet you. Whom? Oh, in person. It's an honor to have someone that is born with abilities like yours. Yours is an indestructible shield. You're a perfect shield for any counter that comes near it. You are the walking, talking quirk. because I learned after all these years that you, my friend, are the most powerfulest person in the world. So let's finish this fight. So, as to see how powerful you really are. As All For One transforms his arm into a big arm, he comes in. Zuko's just getting punched, but instead of sending him flying backwards, he just boom. Yeah, straight up getting hit. But I see, the rumors are true. True. You're the first one that was born in this world, full of just normal quirks. But you, who are the one that could outrule them all. Oh. I'm gonna save that image so that as All For, as he transforms his arm back into needle hands, as he's about to pierce right through whom, but they broke on impact of his skin. Perfect. Now, I want to see you really powered up. Get angry. What's so funny? It's an honor to meet a symbol of evil, but you hurt my favorite idol. I'm already angry. Now, and you want to see my ultimate form, like a full power? As he points and All Might and goes points that way, as All For One, or All Might's body feels like it's moving by itself, as it's flying. As gravity is. Go ahead, Zuko. Sure. As he says, okay. As Zuko's power level went over as his body went maximal overdrive. As his power level went over infinity, as Nezu's power scaling thing on his device went right up to he pulls it out, he looks at it and looks right at or points it right at Zuko, and the word infinity popped up as it explodes. Maximal Overdragon. And Zuko's power level went over. Yeah, it was pretty powerful. As he as All For One gets slammed, or he got beat around so hard that even yeah, he his All for One's regeneration was not even compatible with Zuko's bloodlust, rage. And yeah, All for One died that fateful day. And Zuko, who could see quirks, how much how much All for One got, or that took, and he had a selected one, like a search quirk of, I think it's wild cats. And no, go away. Hey? Yellow. Oh, yellow. Yeah. So yeah. Let's say injured. Yeah. Her quirk. Oh, here it is. Her quirk was stolen. And Zuko has a keen eye to, as his arm turns into a giant tendril. Not like a drill, but like a giant-sized snake. He grabs it before it left the planet. As he says, "You're not going anywhere. You're going right back to the original owner." As he walks up, as everybody's like afraid, as he puts it back into her body. Yeah. So yeah, Zuko ends up, yeah, saving her quirk from getting, or he did purge it out, yeah, or purge the All for One out of, or if there's any trace of him. So yeah, Zuko is, as he walks away, as he grabs a cardboard that he had, as he walks away, or he jumps out of the city, lands right on the, as he's like, as he goes right to sleep, yeah, as the ground shook, or like it covers him, like keep warm, as everybody, or as all the animals and like critters stays away from him. And everyone was shocked how this kid just beats, or actually in the first video, or the part 1 of this video, All for One was in his prime. Yeah. And Zuko is that powerful. Yeah. And reason why I make it so that to have prime All for One instead of a normal one is that yeah. So yeah, as everyone Inko, Asashi, Zumi, everybody could not believe that the abilities were just now born into this world, or into the his what if. Yeah. So everybody's like surprised about that. They never even heard about it until Zuko just. They only read the stories about that, but Zuko just slaps them into reality. Yeah. Not like literally, but just, yeah. So, Inko and Isashi were blaming themselves for pulling that trigger of abandoning him. And, yeah. As Inko was crying in Isashi's arms, yeah, as she could not believe that her son is the most powerfulest one there is. And, yeah, so Isashi took Inko back to bedroom and letting her have to, like, let it all out before her. So, yeah. So, Zuko, who was the number one talked about person in What If and in real life. So, yeah, in What If, or of this story, is that everyone's like, dude, did you know that Dekku's shield is more powerful than all of us put together? Not all of us could just beat him. I still can't get over that. As Zumi's like, yeah, as she's like, looks away. Or he's actually or actually no, hold on. So she was like, why he or actually Asashi came out of the bedroom before, and the reason why is because he's letting Inko like sob, like letting it all out of sobbing, like crying basically. And he told her, or told Zumi, that Dekku Shield is actually your brother. His name is Zuko Midoriya. As she could not believe it. And that, why did you, as she like says, or she asks, don't mind me asking, but why did you like not tell me about him? Well, at age of 4, your brother and you went to the quirk doctor because we took you to there. And the quirk doctor told us that you had a quirk and he didn't have a quirk. But now I see why that the quirk doctor knew that Zuko was born with an ability that's more powerful than anyone. And so, yeah. So, yeah, we should have just kept him. But no, we pulled the trigger of the abandoning him. Yeah, but it's not your fault. So Zuko is, so Zumi understands. Maybe we need to find him and convince him that to come back to, as Asashi says, the. Remember what I said about we abandoned him? We told him that he is no longer involved in our lives anymore. So, oh, yeah. So he is probably not going to listen to any of us. Huh. I'm his sister, so, as Zumi says, so Sashi gets up and walks away. So he does the pro hero stuff. And yeah, basically the Zuko, or so Sashi and the pro heroes are looking for him. And all for one's goons, like villains, were like, yep, this kid's and just defeated All for One, and now he's on our good list. Yeah. So they all respect him as a person. Because most of them, like half of them, or no, all of them were that knew him from the very beginning, like during the school years. They were just jealous of how smart he was. But now they're like, when he was so kind-hearted to them, that they're like, yep, we're not going to mess with him because he's nicer to us. So, so Asashi tells All Might, like whispers to All Might that he needs to go find that Dekku man, or no, Dekku shield, where yeah. So, and convince him. Yeah. So, All Might and goes towards the direction of where he landed, or where Zuko landed, in a forest, as he's looking around. As Zuko was a little bit stressed out. But then he could feel the energy from, yeah. So then he went right towards the core of it, and he sees Zuko Midoriya sleeping. As he could sense that So he walks closer. As he walks up, as he taps on Zuko's head, as Zuko says, or All Might says, it's time to get up. As he gets up, All Might, what brings you here? As he's like looks at him, because he had a tired look on his face. What brings you to here? So then All Might says, well, I'm here to talk to you. And I know that you're the most powerfulest person in the world. But can you join the UA? Sure. As long as they allow me to basically become more than just a normal human. So Zuko, or actually he says, I hope that they allow abilities, people like myself. Yeah. But that's not all. Asashi or should I say Zumi's parents and her want you back in the family. Or wants you, to be back into the family. The same one that abandoned me because I was quirkless? Yes. They told, or I know that Sashi said that you can't, and you're no longer evolved around their lives, so why do I have to care about that? So they're like, and All Might knows that because Asashi told him to, that, but this is what All Might said. And he did apologize, or he wanted to be here apologizing directly to you, but he wanted, or he kept true to his words things. So that's why he sent me to. Okay. Okay. So then he goes home. So he goes to UA. He's in class 1A because of how powerful he really is. But he doesn't talk to his sister during all that time. He does not even talk to her once. And finally, Zumi just decided then to because they had dorms and Zuko has a dorm. So Zumi walks up. It was like after school thing. Walks up to Zuko's bedroom. And because she knows that she is his sister, so she had bravery. So she walks in to the bedroom of Zuko Midoriya. And Zuko was sleeping under the bed. Not on top of a bed, under the bed. And because he was not able to, because he'd been so used to sleeping on a floor in like dark hallways before. Yeah. So, she knew where he was. So, Zuko wakes up in the middle of the night. Zumi says, sorry to wake you up this late. That's okay. And I know that you're trying to keep your word of, or I'm not evolving around our lives. Because you were like, quirk listing. But when after I heard that you had the ability on these, and so did Asashi and Inko, they decided to allow you back into our lives. Who's making you say that? Nobody. It's my own free will. Okay? As she straight up hugs her brother, no matter her. Yeah. So, yeah. So Zuko is now entered back into the family. And so instead of calling him Dekku or Dekku Shield, they start calling him Zuko Midoriya. That's his original name before that happened. So, yeah. So, on the weekends, he's like, okay. But he did pass all the classes before, and I mean a lot of them. So yeah. And Toga heard that Zuko is at UA. So she gets all excited, and she goes and meets him and kisses him right on the lips. And yeah. And so Zuko was pretty powerful. But his friends everybody sees him as the most powerfulest man in the world. Sorry, my... Yeah. So Zuko ends up getting married to Toga. Himiko Toga. So, yeah. He still hangs out with his family. And, of course, Himiko Toga gave birth to triplets. Like 3. 2 boys, 1 girl. And or trios. Yeah, that's 3. So, and because of Zuku's power of Infinity and Zero and Shield, his daughter got Shield, his son got Zero, like the power 0, and Infinity. And all 3 of them are just the same thing. What Zuko has the abilities. Plus, they also have Toga's transformation. But instead of needing blood, they just randomly do it. They just say the people's name. Or like, they just think who they are. Like how Mystique is. So, yeah. So now this is the end of the video. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, and do all that fun stuff. So now we're on to the... going to be a short while since I'll do a custom card review of my new archetype that has just now built together. So, peace out, y'all. Peace.